fault. I kind of explained this in the beginning of the show, is that it's one of those mornings before a 3-day weekend where I'm excited it's a 3-day weekend, but the stuff I have to do, I'm stressed out, and I will be so happy when it's about 7:30 this evening and the camper is all set up and we can finally relax and everything's done. Until that point, it is just going to be the worst. But hey, we're here now. And I got you, buddy. I got you. Yeah, don't forget, we are streaming. Get us on there. Find us on all your favorite socials. More importantly, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web exclusive content, including your after show podcast, week in review. What?
You know what? This is funny. I just realized this. My chin, or kind of like my jaw, hurts a little bit. You know what? From?
Oh, I wonder.
Shut up. Don't even go there. All right.
Under the bridge downtown.
No, not under the bridge. This is ridiculous. Why my face is sore? It's from golf yesterday and not playing, going to the senior PGA championship. But you know what it's from? The tight lip nod. Tight lip nodding all day yesterday. Every golfer you walk by. I was tight lip nodding the entire day, and I just realized it.
You know what, Hunter? That's worse than the Jeep wave. All right. That is worse than the Jeep wave. All right. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Is it some secret society?
It's tight lip nod, man. It's code. It's like,
is that how you show respect to other golfers who are not pros and just sitting there?
Don't have to say anything to anybody. As we pass each other, even if I know you, haven't seen you in a while, we're going to our own destinations. We're trying to make it to a hole. We're passing each other. That's all you need. What is that? And there's so much behind that. There's so much. Like, I don't have to talk to that guy. If I get the tight lip nod back, we're on the same page. I don't need to tell you anything.
You're on the same page? Yeah, right there.
It's like, what is that? You're nodding the tight lip nod.
It's like the Jeep wave. It's like the motorcycle hand wave thing. It's just something among a sect of people.
It's like we both know exactly what we're going to say to each other. And we both know that, like, you know what?
What are you going to say?
I don't have time for this right now. It's just, you know what it's time for? The tight lip nod.
I'm glad you and a bunch of other.
Do you do it a lot?
What, the tight lip nod?
Yeah.
No.
How you doing?
I avoid eye contact with people. I don't like.
You know what? A lot of formal places. I do it a lot at weddings too.
Yeah.
People you don't know, and you kind of hold the door, and the guy kind of looks over at you.
I just flip people off. That's what I do.
You do?
I'm just like, hey. Ooh, you.
This tattooed guy's a dirtbag.
Everyone does. Now, do you do nod down or head up?
Nod down. I'm not a bro. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's the younger me.
I think I do. I mix. I guess. Yeah, it depends on who I'm seeing. If it's a more of someone my age, probably more of a tip down. If it's someone younger, cool, I'll do the what's up, bro? What's up?
Do girls or women have any of that? No, the guys definitely do the tight lip nod. Do women have anything?
No, women are too catty with each other to do anything like that.
Yeah.
To acknowledge another female.
That's weird. Ladies out there, if there's anybody listening that's a female, is there like a subliminal gesture that you do that lets other women know that, like, oh yeah, I see you, I acknowledge you?
I don't think so.
For the guys,
no. What they do is, Becky, let's go to the bathroom together. Oh my God, you slut! You look so good. That's what they do. Yeah. No, I don't think it's a much more refined, gentlemanly thing to do.
I think you women need to have something. You need to figure something out. Because I love the tight lip nod. Cuts a lot of time out.
Yeah, no, like I said, and I mean this I'm not trying to be sexist or a dick about it. I just think women are too catty with each other to do that.
To have their own code.
A universal gesture to acknowledge.
It's interesting.
The people of their sex, if you will. So,
see, there you go.
It works. It works.
You even, you look like when you do it, you get like the Robert De Niro going. But it works. It works, and every guy knows it.
Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Well, a tight-lipped nod to you, sir, and to everyone listening. Good Friday morning. We got to keep things moving, nods and all. It's time for your morning dump, Hunter.
I agree.
It doesn't quite work on the radio. It doesn't work on the radio.
You know who does it a lot? Bill Belichick. He'll just walk up with the tight lip.
Well, he doesn't talk much anyway, so. Anyway, as always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump. You can't just nod now.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't work. And like I said, it doesn't work on air. Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. This is actually a good weekend to use that as an example. Because if you're having a barbecue, a Memorial Day shindig, and you got a bunch of people coming over, you're going to test your septic to the limit.
Yeah.
Take it to the limit. So hopefully you've
only got one bathroom. It's a one bathroom.
Right. You only have one bathroom, and you're going to overwork that thing with all the people there. Hopefully you've been maintaining your septic with Pump That Septic, or you had them over there, because otherwise you're going to ruin Memorial Day weekend. Okay. You're going to do it.
I want that.
Septic.com. At least do it before 4th of July. If you miss this one, get it done before 4th of July. That septic thing's just going to be just bursting at the seams. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. This is pretty wild. You know the guy who we talked about who had the Neuralink chip put into his brain?
God, he's superhuman now. What is it? What's happening?
Testing. He actually just scaled the Empire State Building with only his hands and feet. No, he is a 30-year-old paralyzed from the neck down. Says that not only has he learned how to move his cursor and type just by thinking about it, he's also pretty good at video games with the Neuralink chip. Dude, that's wild, man.
Just saw a video with this kid, and he was doing an interview for some TV show or whatnot. And the guy, it was like a morning show news thing. And the guy on the news end of it was like, I just can't wrap my head around this. And he was like showing, like they like how you do in the stream where you can pull up your computer screen. Yeah, that's what they did in this interview. And the guy's like, so you're moving this cursor right now with your brain. You're not like thinking, you're thinking about moving and he's like, absolutely. He's like, how? Like, it's hard for anybody to wrap their brain around doing something with your mind. Right. It's the Marvel things going on. Some straight magic. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm typing. I'm moving that cursor right now with my head, with my brain. I'm thinking about it, and it's happening.
You know what's for me is so okay. Is he thinking? Is in his brain? Is he going like? How do I word this? Like it's so true.
You can't word it.
It's like me. Let's say it was with my eyes. I would look up to the square in the corner, and I would. But is his brain like? Move cursor to close tab X. Like
it was hard for him to explain it. He's like, dude, I just think about it. I'm like, okay, I gotta go click that over there, and it just happens.
No,
oh yeah, whoa, dude, just think about you. This is no joke. Pick an item on your desk right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it is. Like I can move that with my head.
Yeah,
that is some Professor. Is that Professor X?
Professor X. Yeah. I mean,
dude, you looking at it? That's some Star Wars-esque.
Weird, dude. Yeah, using the Force.
What?
Pretty wild, man. And now playing video games. And he's only had this thing in his head for a month or two.
Yeah, you start to learn like that. Boom, boom. And it's exponential. The more you learn, the more, more opens up.
Well, sure. And I'm sure, too, the chip, whatever it is, has probably software that's updating and learning as it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Effing robot. He's a robot man.
Wild.
He's a robot man.
Brock, thinking about all the, the editing you do every single day for putting that stuff online. Now imagine just sitting back and looking at your computer and just like.
I think that would cause an error in the Neuralink chip.
That blue screen of death would come up quick.
See smoke coming out of my ears. Error. Yeah, that'd be it. Just pink myth.
Wild.
It is pretty crazy, man. So I figured I'd share that because you and I have discussed this at length, and the discussion went from. Oh, there's this theory that Elon Musk has about a chip in your brain.
Somebody having it.
He's working on it. Oh, they're ready to test it. Oh, someone has it in their brain. Like, it's wild. We've seen the progression of it. Yep. And now he's playing Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know if that's the game.
With his brain.
That's not the game I assumed he was playing.
Jesus.
Just that's the one I would play. That's what I would get hooked up to.
I know. That's why you don't have it. They're not wasting it on you.
Robot Man. Good call. Good call. We actually don't have enough brain tissue to attach it to adhere this. We were hoping to find it's such a smooth brain that we have nothing to attach it to.
You do this and you hear some rattling around going on in there.
That hamster that's in there on the wheels, like, hey, knock it off. I'm in there. What about this? Where'd it go? Sorry. I'm on board with this. I like this. I would like to see more bars do this. A bar in Ohio has had it with rowdy young customers. So starting this weekend, Donneric's Pub outside of Columbus is banning anyone under the age of 30.
Damn.
No exceptions. They say the drunk Gen Zers are messing with the chill vibe and picking fights. There was even a naked brawl in the parking lot earlier this week.
Wow.
Now, to be fair, it is in Ohio. What else is there to do in Ohio except to have a naked fight in the park?
You know what? Here's another thing. Thinking about this, it's pretty nice to have a bar to where you can literally deny people and still do okay. I think that's the problem anymore. Is just getting people out, doing things.
And hey, I want to say, I'm not saying like every bar should do this, but I would love to have the option to go to a place where I know it's not going to be a bunch of drunk idiots, wanting to fight. The music's not going to be boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Some idiot's going to load up the jukebox, the touch tunes.
Is that kind of why you go to a bar, though? Depending, I guess. No. Situational. No. I'm thinking about like a late night.
Like here, good example. When I go to a bar to watch a football game and I can't hear the game because the touch tunes is on, like that kills me. Like I want, and I don't want it to be loud in there. I don't want
It's 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah. Turn the touch tunes off. Nobody's here to listen to music. Yeah. Turn the game up. I hate it when bars aren't, like situationally aware.
And again, you have your bars that are good they're fine. But for me, I want a place where I can go where it's nice and relaxed. I don't need to shout. All right. It's just calm.
Honestly, that place is called your house. That's what the house is. Yeah. But unfortunately, you don't have cable. So you're forced to go out to watch your Packers.
And sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to get out of the house, I want to get that shareable size of nachos and eat the whole thing by myself quietly. I want to be able to hear the crunch of the nacho, all right, on my appetizer, okay? But, so, hey, if you're under 30, you're not going into Donneric's Pub in Columbus.
Wow.
Keep that in mind. You're not allowed because you're a problem.
You're below 30. Get out of here.
Lastly, we'll end with this. One of the biggest drug testing labs in the country says that workers are cheating on drug tests at the highest rate in 3 decades. Wow. Quest Diagnostics says that the increase came from tampered test samples in 2023, and the majority of those came from marijuana, which is a surprise to absolutely no one. The number of tests where people used synthetic urine or somebody else's jumped 6 times higher than in 2022.
So marijuana is what, class 3 now? You just did that story.
Yeah, they just made it.
Can we just take it off the drug test?
I told you. Here's the thing. It will be soon. I think there's certain jobs. Well, no, I as long as you're not high at work.
What's the problem?
To be honest, on anything, then what's the problem? What's the problem?
Like I can see, like, if you're an alcoholic, like, dude, even if you stop for a day, you're still gonna smell like booze, depending on how deep you are into it.
Right. That's a different. We're talking
a way different thing.
Like, if any job, and I don't care if you have a very responsible job. Yes, clearly at work, you shouldn't be high, you shouldn't be drunk.
No,
I mean, I'm not. Wink, wink.
What's it? Bailey's? Is that what you got in there?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. It is Friday. You've been sipping on that a lot.
As long as it's not affecting my job, if I go home and have a toke, have a drink, what's the big deal?
So I know a guy who owns a business, and I've talked to him extensively about this. And I'm like, so weed stays in your system for a while, a couple of weeks, depending on how much you smoke, blah, blah, blah. How can you drug test somebody? He's like, it's kind of a problem, actually. He's like, there's a weird gray area. It's like, how can you tell if somebody's high at work? You can't really test them because they could test positive from literally a week ago.
Yeah.
So what do? You just kind of judge them. You ask them,
yeah,
are you high right now? If they say no, you kind of got to believe them, So it's a weird gray area there.
That's one of those things I think will also come out in the wash, though. And yes, I know people that can literally take a rip off of a 6-foot bong and function fine.
Fully function, do all the job, and actually do it better.
But what I'm saying,
is
it'd be hard for them to tell. But obviously, if you're not supposed to be high at work, don't be high at work. Yeah. If you are, you get caught, you screw something up, well, you got to pay the piper.
Right.
I'm talking after hours, whatever. It should not matter at this point and where we're at in this day.
If you're not doing something that is lasting throughout the night and into the next day, the next work day, what's the problem?
So yeah, especially now with it be a class, what is it? A class 3 now? I mean, it's medical. It's basically, it's the same as the feds are treating it the same as Tylenol at this point. Now, again, we're not
especially travel and like trucking. Dude, the trucking business is run on meth. Like we need it. Like it's an essential to get our 2-day shipping. Like without meth, we wouldn't have 2-day shipping.
Honestly, I trust a guy high on meth driving a truck better than anyone else. That guy is alert. Granted, he may feel like he has bees in his teeth, but you know what?
He's picking his face a lot, But
that guy is going to get me my package.
Hey, he's getting to the destination. Honestly, I got my package a little early the other day. I'm like, that guy.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Gary, the meth head delivery driver. You did.
No problem. As he smiles with no teeth.
He's got a real gummy smile. But hey, gets the job done.
It's the job done.
It's the job done. Gary, the meth head Amazon driver, delivering packages super fast. All right. That is your morning dump. We'll be back. All right. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Eric. Oh, great. Thanks for last half fantasy. If you're up the river past the Samaritan Bridge, you'll probably.
Where's the Samaritan Bridge?
I don't know. But thank you, David. You always have such nice things to say, which is better than the assholes on here.
Thanks, David.
Good morning, Amanda. Happy Friday. Happy Memorial Day weekend as well. Yeah. Excited to get to it.
The Samaritan Bridge, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where that is. WIRX.80s rock guy. You can hit at WIRX.
Ancient Samaritan Bridge, created by the Anunnaki.
Ooh, by the Anunnaki.
It's getting deep, man.
Whoa.
Send us out, buddy. You're listening to the Rock One.
All right.
God, just like 3 sips of coffee, I can tell. I can just tell.
Already tell, yeah.
Fucking tired this morning, man. I'm not ever really that tired. I can snap out of it because we do this every single damn day. But some mornings, man, it's woof.
Well, you know what it is? You snap out of it, but I can also tell when I'm tired. Like I'm not finding punchlines like we find them all the time, anyways. But you're not as funny. You're not as quick.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. You're just kind of like
Before the stream, when I went and had got put the shirt on and whatnot, got ready for the stream. I'm looking at her in the bed. She's sound asleep. I've never been so jealous. Somebody in my life. You don't even know what you have.
You don't get it. Wake up, bitch.
Suffer with me.
You're banging pots and pans, making noise like, oh, sorry, did I wake you? I'm so sorry.
You have to stare at me while you're doing that.
Hey, we could obviously let's touch on PGA. Also, we got that Kyle Busch or that fight, NASCAR fight. We should probably.
Yeah, I'll rip on PGA and then end with that.
Okay. All righty. Good morning. 7:31. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Hunter.
I feel like Ellen.
Yeah, right. Dude, we're dancing like Ellen.
Oh, I feel like Ellen.
Anyway. All right. Well, hey, we got to keep things moving here. Let's do it. It's time for sports. Let's Ellen dance our way into sports.
Let's Ellen it.
As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers, other great drinks, man. Whatever you got going on, get stocked up. Drink wiser.
Yeah.
With Bud Distributing, Bud.
Oh, that sun is high and it's hot. And you know what tastes really good when the sun's up in the air and just beaming on you? I think you know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Cool.
Ice cold, man.
Ice
Hey,
cold.
Bud. All right, let's rip it, man. Senior PGA. It's happening around us in our backyard. So let's talk about that. Richard Bland of LIV Golf making his senior major debut, making the most of it, by the way. Bland played bogey-free at Harbor Shores yesterday for a 64. My God.
It's a good round of golf. That's a good round of golf.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine?
No, Hunter.
Hey, what'd you shoot at Harbor the other day? 64.
Hunter, are you asking if I could imagine shooting an amazing round of golf at a PGA level golf course? No, Hunter, I couldn't imagine. Not even something I could like daydream. You know what I can daydream about? Catching a big fish. I've caught big fish before.
Yeah.
You know what? I've had some. You know, I daydream about hucking a football. You know, making a great pass. I've done that before. You know what I can't dream about? That, Hunter.
Yeah, you know what? Because it'll never happen. You know, at least with the fish, like it's there. The fish is there. You can be a rook, a straight up rookie, and by chance have the right lure, and you're at the right spot at the right time, and boom, that pole bends. You know what will never happen ever for any of us? Shooting a 64 at Harbor Shores.
Ever.
Ever.
It's
just
forever.
absolutely forever. It's insane, man. So that gives him a share of the first round lead with Richard Green, who was an Australian in the Senior PGA Championship at Harbor yesterday. Bland was eligible last year for a one-time exemption from a European Tour win in the last 5 years. So he was playing LIV Golf at the time, an event that week. The PGA of America honored the exemption this year. So defending champions Steve Stricker and Mike Weir were in the group, 2 shots behind, which I saw him go through. Great shot on 17. I posted up on 17 and just kind of watched everybody play that par 3. A lot of big names. And more so yesterday, I know we read through it, you know, during the sports segment yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy. No, that guy's in it. That guy. Mm-hmm. Even more so yesterday, watching him go through. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. Justin Leonard. He used to play him on the video game, 95, you know.
Yep.
PGA on Windows 90. Like, it's weird. It's wild seeing these names again and, like, kind of like reliving your childhood. But don't let.
Well, how do you, sorry, real quick, not to cut you off there. How do you qualify for this? Do you?
So the Senior PGA Championship is the biggest senior PGA event. It's like PGA Championship, obviously.
Right.
So one of the biggest events of the year for these guys. How do you qualify? First off, you got to be just nasty at golf. Absolutely nasty. And you've had to be nasty for a long time.
You got a PGA card too. Right?
Obviously. Yeah. And it's top 200, I believe. Is that what it is? Or they cut is like 150 maybe? But you have to win previously up to it. You have to be ranked inside of those numbers, whatever the numbers are. So it's definitely an invite. And they're filling all of these slots. And say, I'm just because he's named fresh in my head. Say Richard Bland gets sick this week.
Yeah.
You know, whoa, there's a spot. There's a spot open. So they'll go to like number 201. They'll call that guy. Be like, hey, what are you doing this week? You want to play golf for $11 million, by the way, is the purse.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
$11 million on the line. I'll be there.
I don't care. Give me one of those big checks. That's
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's a payday. Wanted to touch on this a little bit. Man, the guy I wanted to see yesterday, man. The guy, you know who I'm talking about. the big hitter, the big blonde hitter, John Daly.
Sir Jonathan Daly? Do you mean?
Daly? He withdrew after 10 holes in it. I think that's what the number was. That's what I heard in the stands.
That bench on the pier at the Pawpaw Lake Golf
Calling
Course.
his name.
Calling his name.
It's no joke. So I didn't get to see him yesterday. He didn't get to the hole I was at to roll through, but could you have guessed that? If I could have put money down on that, I would be a rich man.
Not that quick. Not that quick.
Was it quicker last year or 2 years ago? I think he made it through like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that great? You have so much money and you're just so well known. It doesn't really matter. The PGA Championship.
But also, too, it's also kind of getting a little annoying. It's like, John, are you golfing or not? Like,
people here to see you. People are here to watch golf. It does upset people. There were people upset in the stands yesterday.
Here's where I'm at is, all right, the drinking and the smoking and the Diet Cokes are fun if you're still playing golf.
Yeah, right.
But if you're just becoming a degenerate, I don't want to put put it a bad way, but it's like, John, your whole shtick is look at it, it's the bad boy of golf because he's golfing. If you're not golfing though, now you're just a guy drinking that used to be good at golf. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Through the grapevine, this could be true, it could not be true, but people in the stands talking, guys up on their phone looking up, what's going on? I want to see John. Apparently something, he's like, I just don't like the course, or he's like, I don't like the conditions or something like that. And you know what it is? The course is too tough for me right now. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
The conditions are, what do you mean? The greens are rolling too well, too pure, too fast. Yeah. Here's the thing. When people complain about the course, yes, course conditions change, and some courses are hard, some are easier than others. But here's the bottom line. We all got to put it in the same hole.
Right.
It's the same for everybody.
Yep.
It's not like this guy's playing on this course, this guy's playing on that one. This is unfair. No, we're all rolling through the exact same holes, teeing off from the same spot. You don't have better clubs than I do. There's no advantages, disadvantages.
Right.
Take the cart if you want. I saw multiple guys on carts yesterday, which is fine. That course is massive. I would take a cart if I were you. But it's all the same for all of us.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
And it's just getting too
I don't want to hear it.
Here's where I'm at is, it is a tough course. It's going to challenge you. But John, it kind of wears off. The likability starts to wear off when
that's the second year.
Second time.
Yeah, second time. Like, at least get through Saturday.
At
least get to the cut.
Right.
We'll at least get to the cut.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna go party with him on the lake though. What are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch John Daly jump off here.
Right.
In the Pawpaw Lake. That's what I'm doing.
We're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
So,
anyway,
hey, get to the senior PGA. It's in our backyard. It's awesome. It's fun. It's lively.
Yep.
And make sure you watch the quiet please sign person, because there's some booze on that course. And when you get loud, people
make a little noise here, huh?
Why is everybody staring at us? Well, it's because you're loud and this guy's trying to putt. So
damn you people, this is golf.
Looking for my ball. This is golf.
I saw 2 fat naked bikers having sex off of Route 1. How am I supposed to chip when that's going on?
Going to these events, you start to realize that there are guys that follow PGA events and that are just like that. There was a bro yesterday, man, and he could barely get his shirt over his stomach. And he had the flat belt hat on and a beer in hand and just being loud, walking hole to hole. I'm like, dude, everybody is looking at you, man.
No one likes you. No one likes you.
You're the guy. You're that guy. You started at 7 a.m. with the beer in hand, and it is now 1.
You're the kind of guy that wrecks golf carts at golf courses.
Yeah,
because you're 12 beers in before the turn. That hot dog you're eating at the turn ain't gonna help you, buddy. No one likes you. That
guy's not walking around. He's just leaning forward with his pot belly, and it just like takes him places. Wherever the belly points, that's where he's going.
He slaps it and he just moves forward.
It's like a little Segway or something. Exactly. Like, it just takes him around.
One of those spinny things. I can't think of the name, but
that guy got to hole 18 just on momentum.
Yep.
Just by leaning forward once.
He loves slight inclines, not big inclines, just a
Yep.
slight incline.
That's how he stops. He's
Yeah.
got to hit a hill.
Yeah, like a runaway truck, like a runaway.
What's
Aim
the
for the
sand patch for?
Aim for the sand.
Yeah, he's drunk. He can't stop. Yeah, there's a few of those guys yesterday, man. And you know what? If you're around 17 or if around the makers, the 19th hole, don't piss Dale off. I met Dale yesterday. Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Really nice guy. But you know what? Dale's not having it.
He's got a job to do.
He's got a job to do. And Dale is not having it. I found that out right away. Some guys behind us were just being loud, and Dale comes up and he had that old man strength in his voice, like, hey, shape up.
Shape up. This is golf.
Dude, pissed Dale off.
Dale's got it. Dale's got it.
Anyway, let's move on to a story you wanted to talk about.
I want to talk about this real quick because I also want to leave plenty of time for our topic of the day because I'm excited for our topic of the day. But this has been getting a lot of coverage in the NASCAR world. NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing feud between Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch.
Oh boy.
Things have now taken a turn for the worse. They had a fight after some race, and I'll get to that in a second, but Ricky threatened to wreck Kyle this coming weekend during the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte.
Really?
78-year-old racing owner Richard Childress has inserted himself into the rivalry, saying he is ready to jump in and throw down if necessary. Now, look, I'm all for heated competition, especially these drivers. If you didn't see the fight, though, that took place, Stenhouse Jr. came and accosted Kyle Busch like 2 hours. Like, Stenhouse was in regular clothes.
Right. And
I
remember
remember
the pits afterwards.
Right. I remember watching the video and someone made a comment. It's like, look, I could appreciate a fight out on pit row. The guys are in their gear. A wreck just happened, whatever. It's in the heat of the moment. But Stenhouse went, got showered, got changed, and then went over to Busch's trailer and then sucker punched.
Yeah.
I don't have
the weakest punch
and it was. And then he had his 65-year-old dad get into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Stenhouse looks like a little bitch in all of this.
Yeah. See, I don't really know much about Stenhouse, nor do I know a lot about Busch, but I know who Kyle Busch is for sure.
Right.
He's
right.
Big name in NASCAR, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a little bitch sucker punch that was.
Yeah.
And here's a question for you. Do you know this? So do you not get suspended for fighting? You get a fine, you get anything, or is fighting allowed in NASCAR?
I'm sure it's not allowed. Here's where that goes back into the pit row heat of the moment type deal. They're probably like, hey, we understand, dude, you adrenaline running, you just flipped in a vehicle. I'm sure you were a little hot.
Right.
But what Stenhouse did was he went 2 hours after the race.
Right. You should be calm by now, man,
punched the guy. That's a bitch move, Stenhouse. It's a bitch move.
I think we should allow fighting in NASCAR.
Well, I think so.
I think so too. It's kind of part of, I don't know, just the culture, right? Let's get drunk, and sometimes when people get drunk and race and adrenaline's going, there's fights. It happens.
That's an adrenaline-filled sport. And if someone gets up underneath you and sends you into the wall, I mean, that's dangerous.
And if you try to kill me, bro,
yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
But not after you change clothes, after you take a nice shower where you can calm down. You know what I mean? Then you go over to another guy's trailer. Hey, I didn't like what you did, and then sucker punch him. If anybody else knows is closer to the racing world and could maybe shed some light, maybe I don't know. Maybe what Kyle Busch did something. I don't know, but it just sounds like Stenhouse was a little bit.
Rubbing is racing, man. What do you want me to do?
Oh.
There's a lot of fights in NASCAR. You ever watch the compilations on YouTube?
Which is funny because they hit each other while they're wearing helmets. And
I never got that. Dude, at least in hockey, hockey, you drop the gloves.
Right.
At least in NASCAR, come all right, let's go. Oh, take the helmet off. That's how you know. That's how you should know. We're fighting.
I feel like I'm going to do more damage to myself punching a guy with a helmet on
right.
than otherwise. But anyway, so the feud is getting worse, between Stenhouse Jr. and Busch.
Wow. So this weekend they're racing.
Yes, in the Coca-Cola 600.
Ooh. So eventually on that track, they're going to meet up. Eventually, at some point. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll watch that. That'll be interesting.
See what happens.
What are the numbers? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say on there.
I could find that out.
Yeah, find that out.
Might be watching some racing this weekend.
Rubbin's racing, son. All right, there you go. That's sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right.
What's up, Nick Baker?
Nick, yes. Good morning, Nick. Thanks for tuning in. I do not have an ear infection, thankfully. Ruptured my eardrum, and I've just been really babying it. I've done with my antibiotics. I've been done with my antibiotics for a week.
Sympathy patch. That's what we call it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Everyone look at me and ask me about myself. No, I'm ready. So this is
rip that thing off.
I'm coming up on almost 2 weeks of having this, and I'm hoping it does feel better, a lot better than what it did. But obviously, I'm still, I hope it's not irreversible damage. So the eardrum actually ruptured, and it will repair itself, hopefully. But if not, you can go get it patched.
Guy's gonna be deaf by 50.
I mean, it's already bad. I will tell you though, I have slept really well recently because I can't hear as much. Like right now, because this ear.
So you're sleeping on your right side, then, aren't you?
No, I've been sleeping on this side, and with this, I'll sleep because I got to put the drops in. I've been putting the drops in. So with this on there and the pillow on this, dude, I got earplugs in me. I can't hear anything. Which, yeah.
Hey, quick story. I had to drop Brock off yesterday to a place to get the Hummer for the weekend because Brock's driving the Hummer in the parade, and he hops in that fucking badass 2002 CRV I got, and so this ear, the plugged ear, was facing me, and so I said a couple things, and you're just kind of. I'm like, oh, I got to speak up for this guy because he's only hearing from the opposite side.
Did I miss a couple things you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, in the beginning. And then I realized, oh, yeah, he's got that in his ear. And then as I rolled the window down, and I think the window was doing something to your ears because you went from like talking normal to, and then we kind of went, you started getting super loud. I'm like, all right, I'll roll the windows up. I'm starting to feel bad for this guy.
I feel so bad for my wife. I even told Kiki the other day because I can't remember what I was doing. But she was in the other room, and I'm like, honey, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. I'll be right in. It was bad before. I understand. There's been multiple times, even before rupturing my eardrum, where she's just like, I said, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I got
when you get like that half smile and you, huh?
I'm becoming that old guy that just nods.
He just smile.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think he heard me. He's doing that look.
Honestly, and again, I'm not making light of hearing loss or anything like that, but I've thought about even just getting one of those, like just those as seen on TV miracle ear ones. You know what I mean? At this point,
look what Pat Booty's got. You can barely see that thing.
Dude, Pat has got a fancy one that like is run. He's got an app for it, dude. That thing is
that's wild.
It's like a CIA one, dude. That thing you can't even see in his ear.
All right.
All right, here we go. I love it. All righty, good morning. 7:49. It's Brock. It's Hunter.
Hey, what's happening,
buddy? Don't forget, we are streaming. We're going to be on here for, I don't know, the next 10, 15 minutes or so. Come in, join us. Find us on the
topic of the day to do,
Yeah, topic or to do. And actually, I am excited. And this all stemmed from a goofy conversation yesterday where I thought it was hilarious to have a John coffee mug. And if
he literally was late for the show. He took like 10 minutes out of the show so he could go print that off.
I wasted company paper, all right, and ink. You
had to go into print preview. You had to fit the page. You had to find the color, the colored printer in the system, blah, blah, blah.
My John coffee mug. And I think it's hilarious. And this will forever be my John coffee mug. And then Hunter had a hilarious one where it's, Kevin.
I've always thought this. This is no joke. 2000, probably 6. We were sitting around a fire and we were cooking bacon on the fire.
Yeah.
And that's where it originated from. High idea. So guys, what if Kevin Bacon made eggs? You could sell it as Kevin Bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Put his face on the cover.
And then we had the conversation of, seriously though, has Kevin Bacon ever endorsed bacon?
And why wouldn't you?
Did he? Oh, I'm a serious actor. I love Kevin Bacon,
No,
but
and everybody loves bacon. Why
you're
wouldn't you?
not above making money, are you? I mean,
You're not above bacon. That's for
you're
sure.
not above bacon, and why not? I mean, get
It's
those
right there.
cash and checks left and right. Do you not want to be even richer?
What are you doing?
Then we got into the conversation of, based on their name,
Mm-hmm.
what product would be perfect for a celebrity to endorse? Much like Kevin Bacon and eggs, Kevin Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And
How about the Donald Trump trumpet?
Donald Trumpet?
Yeah,
That's a good
trumpet.
right there.
Yeah.
Donald Trumpets. You get those?
Yeah.
Good idea.
There you go.
Good idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it works. And honestly, whenever you have like wordplay, it always makes the product better or sells better. We had some other ones yesterday. I didn't want to waste them. I wish I could go back. I didn't write them down.
You plugged a few in. What was Brad Pitt? Brad Open Pit.
Yeah, Brad Pitt Open Pit barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Brad Open Pit barbecue sauce right there.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
And you're Brad Pitt. Of course people are gonna buy it and endorse you.
Jason had a good one. I'm just looking on socials here. Reggie Bush beer.
Oh,
Reggie
Reggie the other Bush. You sponsoring your mother's Bush?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
You love Bush.
Here, Michael had another good one. Burt Reynolds rap. Burt Reynolds. Why did he never endorse Reynolds rap?
Reynolds rap. Wow, that's a good one.
Burt Reynolds.
How'd you think of that? That was a good
great one. It's a great one.
Reynolds rap. Yeah.
Son of Sam had a great one. Not having any luck fishing. Try Jason's bait, man. Jason Bateman. That's a great one.
Try Jason's bait, man.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I mean, if there's any celebrities listening right now, we're giving you gold.
You're giving you gold. Great ideas here, Jason Bateman. That's funny. Bait it up, baby.
Matt had a good one. Brian Setzer selling Stray Cat Hard Seltzer. Brian Setzer's Seltzer is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good wordplay. Rhymes.
It rolls. I remember one we had, and someone commented yesterday. Tom's Cruise Cruises.
Come on. Hey,
unbelievable.
Let's go take a Tom's Cruise. What? Tom Cruise, he's sponsoring the cruise lines now, and I heard it's really fun. Except you can never rest. You're always running.
Yeah, it's a very stressful cruise. Explosions, everything is a mission.
That was going to be relaxing. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like Ninja Warrior on this shit, man.
I'm exhausted. I don't want to do any more stunts. All right. Can we just sit on the sun deck and have a Mai Tai? Matt had another good one. Dick Trickle, obviously the legendary racer, selling Huggies, or it depends,
I was thinking Trickle Chargers, but okay.
That was the other one I had. Dick Trickle Chargers. He could have his own line of
a trickle charger.
Hey, you know how I maintain my NASCAR car battery on my Chevrolet? Yeah. I use Dick Trickle's trickle charger. I mean, it's right.
Hey, boom. I want that trickle charger. OJ Simpson should have had a full line of orange juice.
Andy, the dead guy had that. OJ selling orange juice. Juice. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Instead of selling a book to where you admitted what you did.
Stacy had Ben Affleck and Affleck Insurance. Now, is that Affleck? It's close enough. Makes more sense than a stupid goose, right? Yeah. And she also had Robert Downey Jr. and Downey Laundry Products.
Boom. That's perfect.
Why has he not done something with that little bear?
Robert Downey bear. Right.
Robert,
what if they made him look like Robert Downey Jr.? They put that little Iron Man. That bear looks different.
Oh, the bear looks.
It's the Robert Downey bear. That's what it is.
That makes sense. Lauren said, not really a product, but Tom Brady endorsing the Brady Bunch. I mean,
hey, Dude, there's a lot of American-esque things around Tom Brady, the Brady Bunch. My
favorite show on the CW, or no, what would it be? On MeTV is I'm Tom Brady, and I love the Brady Bunch. I mean, yeah. Ryan had a great one. Eminem. Why is he not endorsing M&M's?
That's just come on. Actually, I think Eminem tried to sue him.
Did he really?
Yeah, no, Eminem's tried to
Eminem
sue
tried.
Eminem.
Yeah. So Mars and the M&M brand tried to sue Eminem.
I believe that's a fact. Yeah.
Interesting.
I just had one. I forgot it. Anyway.
Laura had John Candy's. I mean,
Perfect.
that's a perfect one.
It's perfect.
John Hamm, that was Ryan's answer. Why is that guy not endorsing
ham?
Circle cut ham. I mean, just a nice.
Oh, his Christmas time, he would be banking.
Dude, he'd be banking on bone-in honey ham. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's some really good ones. Ronald had Bill Gates selling gates. What? He could have a whole line of Bill Gates.
All right, Bill Gates.
I mean, come on.
You know what? I got a gate, but not only just any gate. It's a
Bill Gates. Oh.
That right there is a Bill Gates.
I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Oh, yeah. I remember what I did. I put this into Chat GPT. We had some other ones. Dwayne The Rock Johnson endorsing rock climbing gear, or how about just rocks?
Yeah.
I mean, he can just sell rocks.
Yeah, my pet rock. My pet Dwayne. That's what they should call.
Reese Witherspoon, Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, that's
yeah. What's she doing? Reese Witherspoon?
dude, she is making a ton of money on her book club. That's what it is. I read this. So she's got that book club, and this is what some guy was talking about it. This is what she did. She used her celebrity status to make this book club and endorse these books, which any author would love.
All right.
So she gets all these great books. She endorses them, and she doesn't charge. She endorses them for free. However, she claims the rights for any future movies or scripts for that book. So if it's a great book, and then she basically gets to beta test these books, and whatever ones do well, then she makes a script out of it. So she has made a killing off of these book rights. That's what she does. Smart. Let's see. There's a couple other ones. Johnny Depp endorsing Depp sounders for fishing.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
How about Walker, Texas Ranger sponsoring just walkers for
walkers?
old people?
That's a character, but I like that.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris is I mean, he can endorse anything. Bruno Mars selling Mars candy bars.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. Look, I'm just saying.
There's a lot of celebrity names for sure.
You're right. And you automatically get the celebrity endorsement, you know?
I'm trying to think of any others. No, there's a lot, though. I know there's a lot.
We covered a lot. Either way, I think we should get some kickback, some residuals for thinking of this. If there's any celebrities out there, we're basically printing money for you at this point.
Yeah, at this point, for sure.
And if you haven't thought of it, who's your agent? I'll take a cut. John Hamm, we could be making a fortune. All right.
Yeah. George Bush beer. That's what Alan just said.
Yeah, George Bush beer. Yeah, anybody with Bush could make a killing there. I know it's a little different, but anyway. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. Could we make any money off of us? I mean, Hunter, you could sell, hunting
supplies.
You don't hunt.
I don't hunt. People would find that out and be like, I don't trust that brand. The dude doesn't even go out and hunt.
He's holding the gun backwards.
Yeah. What's he doing? Why is he looking down the barrel?
This guy, don't buy hunting gear. Yeah. What the hell? All right, we're going to take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Honestly, Michael, I will say you probably have one of my favorites. Burt Reynolds rap. That's
Burt Reynolds rap.
That's some good one. Yeah. That's hilarious. Anyway, all right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We appreciate it. We will be off Monday, obviously, for Memorial Day, so no stream then, but we will see you on Tuesday, so get with it. So, all right, everyone, have a
good safe weekend. Seriously, guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll see
you later. That from Al Borland, by the way.
Very good.